Hey, it's Daniel here in another video, and I want to share with you why you shouldn't travel that much. In the previous one I told you that you should travel, and now I want to tell you you shouldn't do it, or you shouldn't do it as much. Some people will say, but that's my dream, I want to do it all the time. But when you do it and you've been doing it for a long time, then you understand the disadvantages and the problems that comes with it. So I want to share some of it with you. When COVID started, I started working remotely 100%, and it was one of the best things that happened to me. I started traveling more. I did a first month of traveling, was amazing. Then next year I did a travel across all Russia. It was 4 months of traveling, amazing experiences, amazing memories, amazing photos. This year I did a little European tour, about 2-3 months, also traveling, also amazing, but the same has its problems. If you are like most people, you will have 1 or 2 weeks of vacations, you will go somewhere, enjoy life, travel, see everything, then you come back to work, and that's it. For me, it has been a little bit different. I can travel to one place, stay there a month, go see different places. It's really amazing, but eventually you get tired. I have friends that when I had the work at the office, my friends were traveling all over the place. They were staying in different places, and I really envied them. And they were always complaining like it's not as cool as you can imagine, that you have problems and you get tired of it. And I was like, how can you get tired of it? It's like, it's so cool. You can be here, you can do this, you can do all of these things. But I didn't understand them because I didn't have that life. Now that I have it, I understand. One of the problems that you have, the obvious one, is that it's expensive, or it can get very expensive. You need to go to the place, that's number one, then you can stay in the place. Usually, staying in the place is the thing that it's the most expensive. Of course, it depends how you do it. If you're going to do short trips, moving maybe will not be too expensive, but accommodation will always be money. You can always stay in hostels, of course, but it's still money that you need to spend. Some cities are crazy expensive. It doesn't matter where do you stay, it gets expensive. You want to try this new thing, you want to go to this place, you want to take the tour, you want to go to the museum, you want to discover everything. Money, because it takes everything money. Saving will be more difficult. Maybe you will not be saving, maybe you will be spending everything, maybe you will spend even more than you believe. In most cases, you spend more than you believe. You think you will be fine, hopefully will be fine, but you will spend more than you believe. You will see this souvenir like, oh, this is amazing, and then it goes away. So it's expensive. When I was doing my Russian tour, or when I was doing this European tour, the Russian tour was over 12 cities in a period of 4 months. So it means one city every week. It means in every city I need to find where do I stay, where is the supermarket, where is the pharmacy, where is the cafe, where is the restaurant, where are the touristic destinations, where is this, where is that. Everything takes time. You can say,
but Daniel, it's easy. You find it in Google.
Yes, it's easy. But if you do it for 12 cities, or if you do it for even for more than 12 cities, you don't want to do it anymore. It's boring. It's not interesting. You don't want to think anymore. You want to go to one place, don't think, and be able to relax. After you do it for 2 months, after 3 months, you don't want to do it anymore. You're just tired, you just want to do a boring routine. The more you do it, more time you spend, and it compounds with time. It gets easier. It's easy. It's not difficult, but you don't want to think about it anymore. It's a problem that you don't want to have anymore. So you waste time in a lot of stupid stuff. A very big factor is work. Working and traveling, it can be amazing, but also the problem is you don't focus at work, because your mind will be, yes, I want to go to that island, yes, I want to go to the museum, yes, I want to do this thing. If you want to grow professionally, you want to grow your business, your focus will be all over the place. So work and travel. Yes, it's possible. Yes, you can do it, but your mind will be all over the place. What I can recommend that if you want to work and travel, or like, let's say, focus at work more, maybe you need to choose a place that you already know. If you already know the place, all these basic things, you don't have to think about it. You just know everything and you can just chill, relax and work. But if you need to discover everything, it's more complicated. If you really want to focus, find one destination, find one place, stay there, don't move, work, and you will enjoy stuff, but it will be much easier if you know the place than if you want to discover all the places, because discovering places takes energy. You don't want to spend energy in those things, you just want to focus. So if you want to grow professionally, you want to grow your business, stay in one place. It's easier. When I travel, fitness goes out of the window. I love fitness. I go to the gym 4 or 5 times a week. I love doing it. But when I travel, I just don't do it. You can say,
But Daniel, you can do it. You can do push-ups, you can do home workouts. It's like,
it's not the same. Like, you cannot compare it. Like, you can build an amazing body with this. Yeah, probably, but it's not the same. Besides, you will be focused on different things. You will travel and you want to go to this place, you need to work, and then you want to do also another hour of push-ups and who knows what else. Like, you will not do it in most cases. The fitness will not be a priority in this point. Priorities will be different. If you will stay for longer periods of time, of course, then you can make a routine and then you can do this, all the sports that you want, and then you can actually have this balance. But if you're traveling all the time, it's more difficult. Eating habits, it can work, maybe it won't. In my European tour, at some point I was eating 1 kilo of bread a day because some bread is just amazing and I loved it. And then also you say, I will never do it again. Then I will go back to my routine, then I will eat fine. But while that week you will just say, it, I will just do it. Eating habits can go out of the window. I don't have the problem because I also do care what I eat. I do cook all the time. I do try to eat a lot of protein, but anyways, it can go out of the window because you just also want to enjoy and you want to try all of these new things. So it's just difficult. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not easy. Little problems, and if you have a weight problem and everything, it will be even more difficult for you. One problem that you will have are hobbies. There are hobbies that you will just not be able to do, or it will be extremely difficult, or it will be extremely expensive. So it's just not convenient. If, for example, I love riding the bicycle, you can find a bicycle, maybe you will be able to rent one, maybe it will be extremely expensive. You can even bring the bicycle, but at the end, everything is money. If you don't have the money, then it's way more difficult. If you are into painting, you need to bring all the paintings, you need to bring the canvas.
you can do it, of course, yes. It's just more complicated.
If you like dancing, you need to find the dance classes, you need to find the teachers, you need to find the place. Do they have that? Maybe they don't, maybe they have that horrible level. Who knows? It just makes it more complicated. Some places you will be able to do them easily. I like photography, okay, you can take photos everywhere, but others, it's just difficult, it's just problematic. Everything is money. If you are a millionaire, these problems are stupid in many cases. You can bring or you can do them almost everywhere. Some of them easier than others, of course. And one of the most problematic things are relationships. When you travel all the time, you lose time with people. You are not with them, and relationships are made with time, with the time that you spend with these people. If you are traveling with your friend, amazing, cool, but you still need some other thing. If you're traveling with your partner, great, you're spending time with them, you're creating bonds, everything. You will have friends, probably not, because you will not be able to create those relationships. When you're moving all the time, you will stay in the place, I don't know, 1 or 2 weeks, let's say a month, and the moment that you start to get comfortable and you start actually to meeting people, then is the time that you will actually need to leave. Murphy's Law. It's very difficult to create relationships if you're moving all the time. You can say,
But Daniel, you can create the relationships and you can try to cultivate it even when you're not there. It's like,
yes, you can, and yes, you should try, but it's not the same. If you want to have a true relationship or you want to have true friends, you need to be with the person, you need to spend time with the person, you need to feel the person. Feeling the person over the internet, you can, but it's more difficult because that's the problem. Many people finish relationships because they just far away. Otherwise, everyone will be married with different people all over the internet, with people that like we just don't even know, but we see them once a year maybe, and they will love you anyways, which is totally nonsense. That's not their reality. And you can even feel it better when I didn't have this experience, but I hear it once in a while that the parent, one of the parent travels all the time, and having a true relationship with that parent, it's a little bit more difficult because you never see them, they're never there. Yes, they have phone calls, but it's not the same because that person is not with you and you want that the person is with you in front of you. You want to touch them, you want to feel them, you want to hug them, you want to kiss them, you just want to be with them. So it's not the same. I've had stories of people that lived in Thailand or lived in Bali and they said, yes, it's amazing, but the relationships are difficult. Having friends is difficult because people come to this place for 1, 2, 3 months. They enjoy, they create their relationship, they start having this new relationship, this new friend, and then they leave. They stay, but the other one leaves. And that's the moment that the relationship sometimes breaks or finishes. You should cultivate it, you try to cultivate it, but it just doesn't happen all the time because also people move. If you want to find a boyfriend or a girlfriend, also can be problematic because most people just stay in one place. If you're moving all the place, creating the relationship is hard. Also, then comes the question, does this person want to actually move? Can you stay in that place? Do you want to stay in the place? Those are all valid questions and it just makes it more difficult. Creating relationships is all about time. So you need to spend time. If you don't spend time, then it becomes whatever relationship you will have. You just need to accept it. The final message that I want to give to you is I wish you had the opportunity to travel more. I wish that you have the experience of working and traveling or traveling a lot so you can understand what is this problem about, because it's better to have this problem than don't have it sometimes. Or it's just interesting to have it. It's better to have the opportunity to travel and work all the time than don't have the opportunity. So if you have the opportunity, you choose not to travel. That's simple, right? Also, I discovered with myself that the best balance that you can do is you travel for, let's say, a period of 3-4 months. You go somewhere, you do whatever you want, better longer trips, maybe not traveling every week somewhere, but you stay in one place 1 month, you call it home, then you move around, and then after 3-4 months, you go back to your home place, to your base. That way you have the balance of creating good relationships, creating good routines, having this balance of work, relationships, and this adventure. I met this guy in my European trip, American guy. He was traveling for 5 years. And I asked him, like, are you bored? Like, what do you want? Where will you stay? Like, it's a lot. And he told me, yes, I'm a little bit bored, but I still want to continue. Then eventually I will stay in one place. But there are periods of life that you will want to do it. Me, myself, I'm already a bit tired. I do like the travel, but I do want to stay because I do understand relationships are important. I want to have friends. If I'm traveling all the time, I don't have friends because my friends will be everywhere, and it means also they are nowhere because they are not with me. So you want to be with people. I hope that you will have the experience. I hope you liked the video. Tell me about your experience. Did you have this experience? Would you like to have this experience? Write everything down, and always like the video, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.